3.5 data validation. No duplicate category. In this video, we will do another level of validation. Not like the previous way we do the validation, because at that time, we just check the format of the data. If the format is correct, then we pass it. So that is the basic level of validation. But this one, at a higher level, so why? Because we need to go to the database. All right. If you do not look at a database, then you do not know if the data is okay or not. You don't know, right? So here, you need to go to the database. Yeah. Because we don't want to see the same category is entered more than once. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. So what do we need to do? Add a database query for duplicated category. Yeah. First, let us do some work in the category DAO.java. In this one, we need to use a query to see if the given category already exists in the database. Yeah. So here we define a query statement object has cat. How about that? Already has that. Yeah, the table already has this particular category. Yeah, has cat. All right. How to define the query? Yeah, a select statement. Select CID, the primary key. Yeah, we want to look at if there is a category, we use its primary key to tell us if it exists or not. Condition, yeah, category table condition, where the title equals the question mark, the given data, given category. Yeah. At the runtime, we pass the given category to this question mark. Then we run the query. Yeah. So we will get a result. Yeah. The query method we define in this way. Yeah. Has category. Return integer value. Its integer value corresponds to the primary key. We know primary key is a positive number. Yeah. Start from 1. Yeah. Positive number. But if it does not exist, we use 0 value. All right. So initially we set it 0. Yeah. Then we do the query. Yeah. The standard way. First, we assign the category, the title, the string to that question mark. All right, the first question mark. Then we execute the query. Yeah. After that, we check the returned result. Yeah. So look at this expression, the method result rs.next. Yeah. We call the next method. Yeah. If there is a row returned, then this method will point to that row so we can get that CID. Yeah. But if nothing returns, this method will be false, right? Yeah, true or false. This method will be false. Yeah. No valid row there when we call the next. It's false. We get out of the if statement. So we don't change the cat ID variable, right? So inside the if statement, so we have a chance to change the CID if that category title already exists. Otherwise, no change. If no change, just CID equals 0. Cat ID equals 0. So this function returns the 0 value. So you can see this logic here exactly can give us the information if this particular category already exists or not. All right, yeah, so we completed. All right, the first step. Second one, now we need to apply that method in our servlet, in the add category servlet. All right, so when we apply it, if we detect there is a duplicated category, then we need to assign a new error code to this particular case. So let us modify our error handling code in the servlet. The top part, we have that before, right? Empty string checking. So error code number 2 for it. Now, inside this else part we know non-empty string. Here we already have a non-empty string, so we use it for the duplicate checking. Duplicate category checking. So has cat, it returns an integer. So based on its value, if it is greater than 0, we know it is some. We know this number means some CID, right? Some valid CID. That tells us it already exists. So we set error code number 3, duplicate category, error message corresponding to this code. We will display later. Otherwise, equals 0, that means it's a new category, so you can safely add it into the table. So then we do that. All right, so that is the step 2. Then step 3, display the error message based on the error code. All right, so let us do it. In this display, here we use the JSTL, but we cannot use the C:(F), because C:(F) is a single condition statement, right? Single condition case. Here we need a multi-condition case. So we use a different tag, C:(choose tag. See? C:(choose tag. Inside this tag, we can specify multiple conditions. All right, multiple conditions. The first condition, C:(when) test. Format similar to what we use in the C:(F). EC double equal to, that's our old error code, right? Enter new category. But this is the new one. C:(when) code number 3, this time our message becomes category already exists. Please enter a different one. And actually there is otherwise case. Because after you check out the multiple, there is a C:(otherwise) for the remaining case. All right, for the remaining case. But here we don't need that, right? We don't need the otherwise case, because if there is no error, we leave it blank. So the otherwise part, we leave it blank. So we skip it. So now this is pretty much what we need to do here. Next, let me just do it in the Eclipse. All right. Do it in the eclipse. All right. Yeah. So then we test it. All right. So let's do it. Yeah. So this is the previous version. So let me close it. Yeah. My experiment version. This is my current work version. Yeah. 3 steps. The first step, add a category servlet. Not servlet, sorry. Add a category DAO first. First, we need to, let's get the instruction file. Let us add this prepared statement object first. Yeah. Okay, put here. After that, we need to define that hascat statement, query statement. Hascat this definition. All right. After that, then we need add the query method. All right. So we have it here. Yeah. Put it back. And save. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's fix the import of this interface.sql, this package. All right. And save. So the first step is done. Second step, servlet. The error code part, we need to update it. All right. Add that new version. The new version here. Yeah, this improved if statement. All right. Replace this part. All right. Yeah. Okay. And let us format it. Make it look better. Yeah. And save it. All right. The second step is done. Now the last step, list.jsp. The last step, we just update the error message display part. All right. Yeah. We use our new version to replace the old version. Thus choose C:choose new version. Now, replace that single version, single statement version. All right. So format it first before we save it. So 3 steps completed. All right. The last thing we need to do, run it and see if it works well on server. Next, only this one. All right, yeah, okay. We only do check, but this time we just enter the existing algebra. How about that? Add a category. See, the category already exists. Please enter a different one. How about that? That's what we need. Okay, so we complete this feature and finish part E. Next, part F, we do the remaining features. We have several